嗨，Hello，大家晚上好。本来预计45分开，那现在有提早开一点了。哦，好的。那我们今天要玩的是《空战奇兵7：未知空域》哦。啊，它有出《捍卫战士独行侠》的 DLC，所以今天来玩这个游戏。那想要来当我们的主角 Maverick 哦，彼得上校。哦，他的这个电影里面担任的是他的那个独行侠。稍等一下啊，好的，有画面了。OK，等一下稍微调整一下哦，不好意思，各位。稍等一下哦，被我调一下。好，我们走吧。我们今天就是要玩这个 Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown。那我们今天是会玩捍卫战士独行侠里面的机体，去完成我们的任务。好，我们首先是Data View Create Install Companion。因为以前阿北已经有破过关了啦，所以我们就直接是 Restart Story。对，OK。Castle，Easy，我们玩 Normal 好了，普通难度。
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
他突破音障了。
Straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. You should have seen where that's the thing, piece of junk. Should have built it in turn, too.
好，这就是我们的一开始的故事啊，就是在讲一些剧情啊，还有。
Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Fusion ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that?
啊，我们遭受奇袭
We're under
了。
attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
How is that possible? The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the
总
base.
之，好，总之
This
就
is
是
not a drill.
被奇袭了啊。好，我们的 Operation Name， 我们的计划是 Dear Home。Operation Object 是击坠敌方的轰炸机，我们要打轰炸机啊。好 ，OK， 这是我们我们的僚机。OK， 好，看一下 briefing。这边先说明一下，因为之前阿北已经有，这算是老游戏了。那2019年的产品了，所以之前我已经有玩过，所以这边有一些东西已经有开发出来，但我们就不用。我们今天主要主角是应该会放在 F18 的 Maverick， 它的主要的性能加持。好，那我们就 Start Mission。我们今天会选 F18， 对 F+1， 哇，帅！先给各位预览一下，就是电影里面汤姆克鲁斯驾驶的，特别有贴上我们的那个，这边 Top Gun。帅哦！好，关闭显示，开显示。这是一样，也是 DLC 里面的，说是第5世代的战机，但我们不使用。它还有 Top Gun 的那个 F14， 我们的熊猫式战机 F14。好，不管，但是我们今天的主角是它，F18E Super Hornet Top Gun Maverick。我们因为是对空啊，所以我们应该是使用它这边 Missile 60发这个比较好。好，那机体装备。特殊装备零件，因为我们已经有一些了，所以我们把一些零件给装备上去吧。女王大改造，好，这是之前我开启的一些零件装备啦。那我会主要着重在机体上面的跟动 stability， defense， 标准飞弹用标准，威力、飞行速度、搭载量我很需要，可锁定距离我也很需要，缩短它的填弹时间。引导，好 ，OK， 好，以目前的装备出击吧。好，
Radar site still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Main squadron, head to runway.
我们的连队是法师队。
Hurry, Main Squadron.
OK， 好 ，Trigger Mage 2 OK。好，按着要加速了。等一下哦，各位，我调一下那个 Flight System。 只能操作组 Expert， 然后 Control Option， 好的，雷达图切换。好的，我们起飞了。 Autopilot 哦，保持平稳。好 ，OK OK， 要走了。TU-95是我们的目标啊。 Okay, go. 对，这是我们一个模式，帅哦 ！Destroy。
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2. Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
好的，好，看到了，敌人在那边。 朝向敌人前进了。这一带穿过云雾都很有那个感觉。米格21。 用 Y 来切换目标，不用，我就是打你了。哦吼！嘣 ！OK， 下一个目标米格。 哦，在我们下面，啊，他爆了，好，他爆了。下一个目标，主要还是这运输机啊，先把它打爆。 Special weapon.
Mage 2, target down. That's it. That's great. That's it.
好，转上。 Okay, I got you, Tail. 哦，打爆了。好，下一个。我看一下机舱内的画面，这样。哦，挂载了一堆飞弹啊！好了，来吧。Autopilot。 我们要找我们的目标啊！目标呢？哇 ，miss 了！跟着这箭头啊，这游戏没有到那么的拟真啊，它都会有一些指引告诉你，尤其是它飞弹数又那么的多，对不对？好，爆炸了，下一个。 哦，那边是不是？好，我来了。还是要看这个画面比较好看呐、啊。切换我们特殊武器。Ready? Get set. 等一下，我先要去找那个攻击目标啊。找到了。太贴了，转一下。OK， next。水哦，干嘛？我被针对了，你走。OK。Mission accomplished.
Flight commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones? What's the deal with all the drones?
无人机啊，这一代的无人机比较靠北啊。哇，这个配色真的很美。Top Gun。爬升一下高度哦，5000英尺。OK， 这是我们第一个任务结束了。大家看一下我们刚才空中的英姿啊。 好了，我们就继续吧。
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
好，那空战骑兵它每次的故事结束都会像这样子去展示你的一个画面，然后就是你的英姿啦，这样子啊，结算成绩。Next mission， 那我们继续下一个哦。
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENM. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
总而言之，简单一点就是两个哦。他讲故事。
Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusea didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa consent to lead of the Kingdom of Erusea. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusea, on the opposite side of the Usean continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
总之讲这一代的历史啊，演员主角的遭遇。好，看简报吧。
Erusea has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Usean continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusea are currently appearing throughout Usea. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
好，总之就是要打爆对面的地面设施啦。OK， 我们走吧。打地面设施啊，那特殊武器就要特别注意一下，要选空对地的。要选空对地的。Ground 反正就是地面式的炸弹。空对空，空对地。 该要选空对地的。Go go go！
Target is on rails. There's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target.
破坏目标。
has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles?
我们先用普通的就可以了，普通的那个。 Bow.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Radar vehicle， 我们要打爆的是雷达车啊。但其他的是附属设备啊。 我们要从上往下。Miss。AA 杠。先爬升一点，往下。 shit！ 哦，差点被打爆。What the hell is that? Destroy. Okay. Destroy. 继续打飞机啊！米格12，来吧。 Destroy。我先打目标啊！来哦，看到喽！ 12。OK。哇 ，What's that？ 哇，这是什么东西？有点夸张。 You are mine. 哎 ，miss。机枪攻击！哎，哦，进入了那个别的状态。 哦，无人机，无人机来了 ，shit！
Status report. Multiple bogies on radar. They're close. Wait, they're being launched. You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile. Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be civilians. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it. We're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as
NQ99，
take them all down.
哇 ，miss！
Agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them.
High G turn。
Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
来哦，来哦，来哦，来哦！
That doesn't matter.
哦，他们打一发就爆了，不用打2发。
Doesn't matter. He's saying the war can change in an instant, you know? Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more. Behind the enemy. The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it.
Shit.
Just chase him down and pull the trigger. Golem squadron, surround him.
没打到哦。
Range 2, you're targeted. Enemy confirmed destroyed.
哦吼！
Golem squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
来哦，来哦，来哦！这边有一只，这边有一只。
Anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's another I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
Shit. I've got an enemy in front of me and behind me.
啊，打不到。
Trigger, don't let them give you the runaround. Take them down one at a time.
啊 ，lost。
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
好，剩一架了。
Show up on the radar.
Crap. The aircraft is acting up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt. Fox 2.
哦，这该死的小东西。哎，
Once you hit one of them, stick to them like
很
glue.
跑
Let
啊
them out of your sights, even in the
！I
clouds.
got you。啊，又没了，shit！
Don't ice up in there.
哦哦哦哦哦哦，
Range 1,
很
launching
刁
missile.
哦，很刁哦。爆了！
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
啊，我浪费好多飞弹，
The skies are clear.
剩90
Nice
枚。
work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB. No casualties.
Mission
Couldn't have done any
complete.
better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
帅啊！
Current target is on
好
rails.
看一下我们的
Military
英
vehicles
姿啊。
and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close. Yep.
好，我们就直接跳过吧。
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
好，我们打爆他们的雷达车，进一步要去打那个，要去抢回来那个那叫什么电梯的 Next Mission， 不管轨道电梯啊。Two-pronged strategy。
All
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier, Kestrel 2, was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Grays Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
OK, let's go。总之，这一关是要击坠对面的战斗机。哦，战斗机。OK，let's go，let's go。一样。较长的射程，我还是选弹量比较多的吧。好，走吧。哦，这次是在航空母舰上起降哦，很帅哦。哇，这就跟刚刚那个捍卫战士2一样，直接在航空母舰上起降。
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other base's squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace.
Okay.
We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck. Mage 1, Wilco.
Let's go, let's go.
Mage 1 to Column 1, thank your lucky stars.
Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure.
Trigger time to show the other guys that we can wet wild and do dirty, dirty things.
Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sight.
哎，会有乱流 F41。爆了！哦，好多飞弹呐！来哦，来哦！Destroy！ 来哦，来哦！ 太近。驾驶舱内的视角，这样。再来一发 ，destroy。 Destroy.
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight.
最后一台啦，我切换到了特殊武装。 Destroy.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
They'd be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
哇，帅！哎，
What the hell? Caution! Missile! Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
怎么那么多？哎呀，空中大鸟来了！ 虚构武器啊，这现实界没有了。我靠，好多、哦！Shit! Shit!
They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock. Break now.
爆了哈！哇，好多、哦！ 哦，来了，目标要打你了、啊。哇，被打中了，完了，在现实世界中找到坠机了。 啊！啊！又被打到，又被打到，耶！ 哦，这什么东西？什么东西？好痛！ 哦，不行不行，不能靠到他，不能靠近他，不行不行。 好，打爆 UAV 吧。好，更新目标，现在打爆无人机。爆了一台。啊，失速。打爆一台。 打3发。中。双爆！爆！ 好远。哇，我们的伙伴爆了。哇。 爆了一架，哎，没事。
I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with. Golem Squadron, Main Squadron, withdraw.
好，我们失去一个队友了，可惜了。 降落喽。降落可能需要用到这个模式。
Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other base's squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up.
哎呀，可惜呀。
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
好，我们是失去了 Ghostbuster。好，下一个任务。
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osea, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osea was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osea down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
Rescue 这是拯救的那个吗？
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osea's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatakura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, Everett.
好，要去救总统啦，前总统。好的。宿舍暂时先不用了。
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
要去躲雷达哈。
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
哇，这雷达点太多了。
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
现在加速啊！
All
穿过这狭小的雷达顶。 压阵，压阵。还是要走捷径啊！我要挑战困难路线。This way.
Making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know we got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them. You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger.
Okay, we are there.
Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
Come again. Bridge， it's got layer， 碎啦，突破口。
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started.
来了。
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone. H2, target destroyed. Target destruction confirmed.
来呀！
H2, target down. Half of the SAM sites are down.
Destroy.
Air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are clear to land.
Roger. Running from the wing site. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Ah, 又来了 UAV。
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
打爆那些 UAV 啊！
Craft on the ground is defenseless. Golem and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container! Yeah, things to destroy the target. We'll pass this from exhaust before the enemy wears out. H2, you're targeted. Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper!
先把那些无人机打爆、
UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off!
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
Taking fire! We're getting down! Shoot back! Press identified! Behind the gantry crane! Mr. Hurley! It's right there! Take a big hit!
哇，被打爆！
Coming rocket!
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
They got the chopper and Sierra 2! That was thermobaric! Rocket!
Destroy.
That's about half. Pump up the rest. UAVs
闪
moving away
子
from
弹
harbor
啊，
toward the
闪
space
飞
elevator.
弹
Shoot
啊
them！ down.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Hurley. Rescue unit down. Along with the soldier who has this radio. We'll get Mr. Hurley out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out. 3 remaining. UAV down.
We found an Norwegian transport craft. His engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Hurley.
Will do. 1 remaining. All squadrons be advised. The call
Oh,
sign is
那
Mother
边不
Goose
行
1.
哦。
I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1. Best you can come up with. This is Column 3. An engine on my 6. I can't get away.
我来了，我来了，我来了！哇，哈哈，
H2 is shot
哇
down.
没有抓好空间呐、爆了，撞海！哎呀，失误啊 ！Checkpoint。
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Golem and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
哇，重来了！
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container!
They're swarming. There's no way we can provide adequate cover. Mage 2, missile launch. Mage
下一个
2, vehicle destroyed.
下一个， 被打到。
UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Ah!
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up. Enemies locked on.
Shoot back! Express identified. Behind the gantry crane. Mr. Harlan, they're right there. Jacob's been hit. Incoming rocket!
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harlan alive?
We'll pass out some exhaustion before the enemy wears out.
That's about half. Hop on the rest.
They got the chopper and Sierra too. That was so embarrassing.
哇，动了一把。
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harley. Rescue unit down. Along with the soldier who has this radio.
我去抓那一只。
Get Mr. Harley out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
Going to. Hang in there. We found an Erusian transport craft. His engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Harley.
It'll do. Careful, the enemy has a lock. 3 remaining. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1. That's the best you can call him.
Mother Goose 1。
Missile away. 1 remaining.
切换至正常。
Target down. Nicely done. All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off. Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
哇，好多、哦。
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element. Wilco, forming up.
超多。
H2, Fox 3.
Golem 3, Fox 2.
Roger, down. Great job, Jordan.
Orders on a fire warning. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAV works.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I found you.
Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
H2, missile launch. H2, down any UAVs near Mother Goose 1. Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
What? Mission fail. Shit. 然后我们的总统大人被打爆了。啊，我没有注意到。
Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101,
Mother Goose 1. Here I come.
Mage 2, down any UAVs near Mother Goose 1.
Oh, get trigger? Can't let you have all the glory.
Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
我刚刚不是在保护他们吗？有爆！喂。
Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, warming up.
Mage 2, missile away.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you, but this isn't exactly a fight.
Understood. An Arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Course is unchanged.
我就跟在他旁边就对了。 是的。
Babel, Roger.
okay?
哇，他们又怎么了？
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
Lock acquired.
Missile away.
They're after me.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond.
那现在就那个
Please respond.
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do
现
it.
在都不回应啊，发生什么事啊？
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now.
shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
啊，我们被误认成罪人了。嘿。
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
他说我们把前总统给干了，所以我们要上军事法庭了，怎么办？ 明确，好，我们今天先到这边吧。反正就是我们的主角进去